Going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Empires 4 action. I watched a game of Misters where he completely ruffle stomped someone, so we'll see how this game's going to go. We've got in the top of the map, I don't know what that was, but we've got in the top of the map in the blue color playing as... Who are they? The Holy Roman Empire. As the Holy Roman Empire, we have HuT. His opponent today in the red color on the right side of the map playing as... I don't actually know these names very well at all. How do I tell? Well, you see the flag over there. I think it's Abbasid Dynasty. Abbasid Dynasty. So we got two of the lesser played civs so far. If you are watching Age of Empires 4 on the stream as the open beta is happening, you'll notice there's a lot of a lot of English being played because of how strong they are. But we are seeing a lot of people having very interesting times with their with everything else. So we've got iaguz over here. He's just chucking down his dock right now. Now, if we do remember that Mr. game on Archipelago, this map I feel like is very similar. You go straight 6 villages onto wood, dock straight away, and villagers come onto the food, and that's the way to go. If we check out what HuT's doing over here, he's getting his dock up as well a little bit late. So the fishing ships just aren't coming out as fast as you would expect them to come out. Given how strong the extra military or the economic building is, that's going to be a big thing. So this is also a very, very defensive map. So you get a very, maybe a couple of choke points here if we check that out right now. Revealing of the entire map over here. You can actually see, look, this entire map is just forest. And there's very little you can do to push anywhere on this. So the idea with this map, I think, at the very least, is you wall this off, you put a defensive building behind it like a town center, and then you just rush to the castle age, or even rush to the imperial age. Maybe going 3 town centers here is probably not a bad idea either, because it's just so hyper defensive. You get the super boosted fishing ships over here for your fish economy because of these fishing spots here. There's 2,000 food in each of these spots, so you don't want to overdo it on the fish here, but definitely getting somewhere between 5 and 6 fishing ships early feels good to me. For some reason he's leaving his fish that's right next to his dock, but I mean that's that. We are seeing those docks pumping out over here, doing all of the good stuff. We've already got the House of Wisdom up for the Abbasid Dynasty here. Now, I got no idea how this civilization works, because I haven't played them yet, but I think... Oh, you advance to the next stage through a technology, it seems. So what's this House of Wisdom? Build a wing on from the House of Wisdom, blah, 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 blah. So it's only 50 wood, so it's quite cheap to get this building, but this is where the cost of the building is. So advancing to the next stage is fairly simple here with this civ. It's very simple to those. You could definitely rush the second age, and probably should just cost you an extra 50 wood to do so. So you might have to get a little bit of wood economy going a bit earlier, maybe chop some straggler trees down or something if you're rushing the second age like everyone else. But obviously with the fish and with the defensive map here, rushing on this map, not going to matter. So it doesn't matter if you go a little bit later, maybe get up an economic upgrade, though the economic upgrades are super expensive in this game. At the start of the game, you can see 175 gold. It's just too much. 175 gold. When it comes down to it, you think about the comparison with what technologies cost in different Age of Empires games versus what town centers cost. And our town centers cost in this game 700 resources, and these are almost costing 300 resources to get one line upgraded. It is 15% boost, so it's a bit bigger than normal. Normally, it's only 10% boost in this Age of games, but the 15% boost is not enough to justify getting this technology before getting a town center at all. So if you're going to be going for technologies, definitely just get those town centers first and then get the technologies later. You see a mining camp coming up. Looks like the stone coming through. That's going to be for that, what do you call it? For the town center, I guess. But check out what HuT's doing. He's putting up his Aiken Chapel. This one gives you emergency repairs ability, which is very, very good. Very, very good indeed. If you're unaware of what civilizations can do, I definitely recommend checking out some of this stuff, because you can get baited in with this by quite a bit. This ability is very, very good. See that first wall coming up already for iaguz, and he's going to be moving forward in this game. Fairly slowly. I mean, you don't get to get this economic wing very fast at all, but it will give you all of these upgrades ready to be grabbed. So you've got so much cool stuff you can get from them in the Abbasid Dynasty or whatever. What's the Abbasid Dynasty? I don't know. I don't know what the names of these civilizations are, but HuT. If you don't know who HuT is, he's a strong StarCraft 2 player, streams and all that good stuff, and he's going to be trying out this Age of Empires 4 game for a little bit, trying to get some wins and see what he can do. And we'll see what's going to happen here with this game. I don't know anything about the iaguz guy, but I think maybe he's from StarCraft 2 as well, because just reasons. But who knows? We'll see. We've got a lot of food in the bank here for iaguz, so he may be thinking. Oh no, I'm on HuT. HuT's got a lot of food in the bank. iaguz has got enough for his second town center. He's going to throw that down immediately now, and be moving forward in this game. And whereas we see a barracks coming down right now for HuT, and he is not going for a second town center at all, chucking down double military barracks here. So I'm not 100% sure what he's going to be going for here, but is there any way to see what technologies people are researching? I don't think so. We'll just jump this thing here, and then we go into cinematic mode. No, that doesn't work. Put this down. Alright, so here's the military range, archery range coming down for iaguz. But these units here that you can build with the Holy Roman Empire, I believe you can get early men-at-arms, and these things are incredibly strong against archers. They're basically like Huskarl. So with iaguz going straight in for the archery range, this might be a little bit bad for him, because that means that HuT's going to be able to push in with those early men-at-arms. Is he going spearmen though? No, he's going early men-at-arms. So HuT's going to be able to push in with these early men-at-arms. They've got huge bonuses against buildings, so you can push in and kill off a building very, very easily with those as well. So we'll see if that's what's going to happen here. We now got the archery ranges coming out. Now the counter to men-at-arms is scout cavalry. So you can think about them like Huskarl, but infantry, I mean, you can build infantry to counter infantry, but you want to go with your cavalry units to deal with them. I think that they even say that here somewhere. Tough infantry with good damage, high armor, slow movement. So the cavalry chase them down well, and we do see some fun with the scout cavalry moving back and forth. There is this big opening into iaguz's base here, so he's going to have to think about throwing up a wall over here and a wall over here, or getting the wall up over on this position here if he wants to prevent HuT from coming in. This wall here, they're strong. They've got 1,500 health. And they've got a lot of armor versus ranged units. So ranged units don't push well through the palisade walls, but the infantry, the cavalry, they take down walls really, really fast. So this is more of a warning that you're getting attacked than anything more. Now they are quite cheap as well. I think it's like 5 wood per block or 15 wood per block or something. I'm not 100% sure, but they are pretty cheap. We'll see how this is all going to go. These units in the back here, just chilling. Still pumping out some more units. There's the house. And we see the camel archer moving in right now. It's a bit of an interesting unit, the camel archer. I'm not exactly sure what it does. High mobility, bonus damage versus spearmen. So it's good against spearmen, but not really. I don't think it's really good against like the infantry and everything. So it's good. It's good against spearmen. If you have armor, these units are not as good for sure. We are going to be seeing HuT pushing out now. Does he have his second town center? He doesn't have a second town center yet. He's just spending all of his food on these military units, trying to push forward here, seeing what he can do. We've got the spearmen pushing in, going to be taken down. The camel archers destroying one there, as the rest of these ones retreating away here. Trying to stay away from these units, but you have to be super careful. You can do hit and run micro with these camel archers, but they don't do that much damage unless you have a whole lot of them. So he's getting a couple of chips away, but he's got to get some more units out pretty quickly because HuT is ready to go. He's got tons of units here, 26 in total against 5 of iaguz, and this is all down to the second town center shenanigans that's come through here. He just doesn't have that many military units. We've got 60 population. Well, let's just look at the military units. No, that's not going to help me. I don't know. So iaguz is at 61 population and HuT's at 68. So it's still pretty close. Still pretty close. We see some battering rams being created here by HuT. He's ready to start pushing in, going for a very all-in push at this point. We've got the towers up right now. These battering rams really strong, but they can be picked off by villagers. So if the villagers come in, they use the flame torch thing onto them. So similar to in Age Mythology, if you guys are aware, you can kind of hit those and take them down. If you use your villagers to take them out, we are seeing these camel archers trying to prevent these from pushing in. The battering rams, obviously, you can't take them down with the archers, so they're very good against archers. And also, if you then take the obvious thing, he just needs to put them into the battering ram. You're garrisoning those men-at-arms into the battering ram here. Moving forward, going to be trying to push through past these cavalry here. I guess he doesn't need to push in just yet, but he has so much HP in this... I don't know how to click on this thing. Okay. Oh, it doesn't tell me how to... They got 900 HP, right? 900 HP, and these camel archers do nothing. And HuT is just ready to push in. We'll see what he's going to do. With iaguz, has the villagers, he can just pull them over, start using those torches onto them. Exactly what he needs to do, but I'm not sure he's going to really have the answer to these men-at-arms. They're just going to pop out here and see those flame torches getting thrown right now. These are just pop out right now. And he'll be right in on this location. As there we go, he pops those ones out. The rest of them coming out, taking down the villagers incredibly quickly. The siege battering rams going up to the one very low HP one here with 3 HP going after the outposts. They're going to take that one down incredibly quickly. As we are seeing HuT making a very, very strong push into iaguz's base, trying to retreat away those camel archers, retreating back underneath the House of the Wisdom. He needs to get near the town centers to have the archers or the arrows from those helping out this tower just about to fall. The villagers running all over the place as HuT is looking as if he is making a lot of damage in iaguz's base. He's going to have to retreat those villagers, pull them over to the side of the map. We see the siege battering rams going after the House of Wisdom now. The villagers do manage to take one of those battering rams down, but they are going to have to retreat away here. We've got the steeled arrows coming through there for iaguz, so that's going to help with this a little bit in order to try and take this out. But this House of Wisdom looks like it may go down here. It takes a while because these siege battering rams are a little bit slow, but we will be seeing those villagers pulling back in, trying to take down the battering rams yet again. The camel archers trying to deal some damage, but they're just not the best unit to be using against these early men-at-arms here. Well, and you can even think about getting upgrades right now as HuT still trying to push in. He's actually garrisoned back into the battering rams, waiting for the villagers to come back out, popping back out, taking the villagers down. This micro, very, very good from HuT in order to take those villagers down as they're running in. And iaguz does have the villager lead, so he can easily just walk all his villagers in and happily trade right now, because obviously HuT spent all of his resources on these men-at-arms. One thing that HuT could just do is get the early men-at-arms to just target down the House of Wisdom. They do a lot of damage to the buildings, and we are going to be seeing HuT having to retreat back as iaguz does seemingly manage to hold on for the time being. We see more villagers coming and going to be able to try and take down this battering ram here, as we see that one does fall, crashes and burns. The men-at-arms do fall out here trying to target down those villagers. The villagers going to be retreating away here as the men-at-arms look like they're trying to take down this House of Wisdom. They've got the high armor here trying to take this one down, but no units trying to repair it at the time being. We see a couple of units do fall, and HuT taps out. Yes, HuT taps out there as he realizes his rush not strong enough to push through iaguz's base there, and iaguz does take that win with the stronghold against the Holy Roman Empire. All in men-at-arms with the siege towers, just not enough to make that one happen there, and iaguz gets that game. Man, I'm surprised that he held that with those camel archers just seemingly doing nothing, but the villagers helped a ton. I feel like this strategy that HuT did would have been really, really good had he grabbed a second town center first. Go 2 town centers into this, because you have so much food. It's not like you lose out that much on the push, but you could definitely give that a go. That seemed very, very interesting. So nice game there by these two. If you guys enjoyed the game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next game.